Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story on Rusty Gear server, and I am trying to get a few of our magical things done now that I've kind of gotten a little bit better handle on knowing what to do with some of this. So the next step is making some magic chalk, and this I think we have one crystal, and I have my bones outside. I think that's where I left them. I was getting pretty tight on space and I just kind of left a few things out there. So I think with this compound and that, I should be able to take care of these things. However, what you gotta do now is not only knap a tablet once, you gotta get the material for it. Then you can pick that up, you can move that around, that's fine. But you knap it a second time so you can pick which kind you want. Oh no, that material. We want the magic chalk, and Napster kindly works on both of those, which is super nice. And you take the tablet out of the tablet slot, so that's why there's a little black box around there. Got it this time. So we can start putting in our components, the bones, the compound, and our crystal. And ding! Another ding. We can look at our magic book. Sure enough, there's our achievement, and on to the next one. So that is the same one. Yep. Okay. So what's our book say here? So this is going to get used in magic rituals. And they could take candles. Okay, that's interesting. It doesn't kind of say anything about it here, unfortunately. That just goes to this particular chalk, the chalk we just made, and the tablet, and I guess there's a different kind. Ooh, it's legendary. It'll last a long time. That's good to know. Alrighty, so take the chalk and then we put it down and get the right ritual, I guess. So I may need to do more than one. Again, it might contain candles. Again, I'll have to figure out how to make those guys. They look pretty neat anyhow. Alrighty. And then when we get everything down, we have to put the components on, and one at a time. Do not stack them. Sounds very important. And then we can use our Rond transmutate. Alright, so how does this work? Okay, just click it on the ground and it just comes up with a magic rune. Okay, F for the menu. Runes, decay, world essence, purification, runic powder, powers, creation, balance. Oh, the rest. Ooh. Okay, Warbringer, warding priest. Okay, I have no idea what any of these things do. Just the rune. Hey, just plop it down. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to experiment with those, and that can be removed, I guess. So let's just get Fred out. When in doubt, get out Fred. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead, and we have a bookshelf, and the tablets fit in the bookshelf. Yay! Make it really nice and easy. We're kind of running out of space on our little bookshelf, so I think not knowing which slot he's in. Okay, looks like the middle. That'll be good. Nope, put you back up there. Put our crystal up there, so that way we have more space, so then we can do tablets, and that won't take that bit up. And then we can put away our chalk, because that'll probably be a long time for that. I want to get one of these. I don't know if I might need more to make more tablets. Okay, so I already made one. What can I do with these? Robes, hat, trousers, blank grimoire. Okay. Well, there's the magic candle. Alright. let's get in tablet, because that usually gives up a nice big list here. Am I just missing it? It is just a tablet. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and re-nap it. So that way we can get this scribed onto here, so to speak. Lump another component and fibers. Okay. I'm also working down low on the rusty dust, so I think I might have to just wait until my rust blooms bloom. So in the meantime, I was out and about, and I finally found the iron that I'd been looking for. Got some really poor, very poor readings, but only on one little spot over here did I find something that was like a little bit more decent in percentage. So I kind of started digging and seeing if I happened to find any, and sure enough I did. And it's pretty nice quality, not bountiful but rich, which should last me a good, decent, long amount of time. So I'll dig some out. A decent amount still left, would seem so, and I'm going to just use my runestone just to go pop back at its spawn. It uses it a good bit up. I'll probably have to make a better one here at some point, but we'll go back to our place, make some bloomeries, and start getting this stuff done. Slowly been making progress on the building over here. We'll get a little bit more done at some point. But the next thing you need right after getting your iron done, which I had to get an axe done because I just wanted to make sure I hadn't had one done before I do anything else. Let's get out that one just in case too. Is of course go find your meteorite. I really like finding the meteorite. Kind of finding it as a quick fix to go between the iron and steel because, well, I have trouble getting to steel. It's usually because I'm working on getting a permanent place situated. So we'll dig out this good deposit. Pretty good. Good amount of blocks. And sometimes you only get 2 or 3. But always check around just in case there might be one sitting on the corner or something. But that looks like that is about it. So we'll go back home and start putting these in bloomeries. So the one thing you get done with once you get all your iron, can't do anything with that meteorite until you get an anvil done. So I used up a decent amount of the iron to put these 2 pieces together, and then bang it all together with that borax in between. And I think I probably went through 12 ingots or something. There's a good bit. Got a good bit of iron still left, the meteoric. And then we can start working on making things on this pretty anvil here. A couple blooms left. Still got my axe, so I'm pretty set on that. However, I have very little fire clay left. So I think I'm going to have to do that. Firing some flint to make it calcified, because well, there's quicklime. That's the borax. It's in one of these things. There we go. Make some more of those so that I can turn that into fire clay and make bricks. Alright, so now we got stuff done. I can finally get into making a few things like plates. And one of them was an accident. So I got some plugs there. However, also making that chain from the meteoric now that I have the anvil to do it on. And then, of course, I don't have a whole lot of leather yet, so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do this gambeson here. Put all the twine together. And then I get together and go, oops, I don't have enough linen. So sadly, I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer because that chest piece is the biggest piece. So I do have, I mean, you can go back and do improvise. We got bare, we got the tailored canvassing, which we don't have many tailors. We can do scaled and change. Some of that takes the leather, so I'll have to get to that. But there's some other stuff in here, along with that pretty shiny gold stuff. There's other shinies. We have mithril in this pretty bright blue. And offers some pretty good protection there. A couple invisible things. I don't know if that's a mod thing, but it doesn't show a net recipe anyhow. The copper nickel. The chromium is also new. A nice different color gray. Of course, it can be better. That will also take some leather in that one. Got platinum. And there's some nice color. Uranium. Okay, that's a really interesting teal color. And probably shouldn't wear it too often. That's interesting. And we have this pretty royal purple color from the tungsten. We have a few other different kinds of metals and stuff. Not sure where to find it or what kind of pick you need to get it quite yet. But that does look a little bit complicated, but some other nice options. Oh, the plate looks really good. All right, but the one option that we have right now, don't need that one. I need some of those. And ones are plant stuff. There we go. There's our plant stuff. So, get our plant, our firewood, and a knife. Oh, I think we need 2, actually. So let's grab a little more. Stick those guys around, and sure enough, it's day 1 armor, improvised stuff, but it'll let me be able to go into things and survive a little bit. So go ahead and put some of our stuff away. And our plates, I think it's plates and nails that I need to make. Let's see if it's listed here. I'm pretty sure the nails don't matter which one they are. Yeah. I'm going to do a couple of these guys. That's interesting. Okay, so it's a lot like a regular lantern, but sulfur and salt. Ooh, I forgot those guys were still... They're still pretty hot. Okay, so that's going to be a challenge. So for next time, I'm going to have to go and try to find... Oh, there is a couple caves that just have sulfur, and I don't know if I marked it or not. I think the prospecting didn't yield too much, so I think I'm going to have to go around to a couple places, check out maybe some of the caves nearby, see which ones I don't know where it's at, and get some sulfur so we can make more lanterns and finish up other things next time. Thanks for watching.